one day I got an email back in February, and it said, "We want you to write a new musical, how much?" And call this number in Dubai. And I thought it was one of those emails that, fake email, what could that possibly be? And I didn't want to phone Dubai from New York City, so I said, "No, you call me." And a minute later, the phone rang. And we started talking about it. They said, "We wanted you to write a musical." And I was flabbergasted. This never happens where someone just says, "How much do you want?" And of course, I passed them on to my agent, and the money thing happened. But I didn't know if it was real. I didn't even really know where Dubai was. And of course, it turned out the show would be in Qatar. And I did some research and realized that it's a wonderful place to go. And before a few weeks went by where there were talks and talks and talks about getting it together, and suddenly the contract was together and we were on a plane. I called up David Krane because they told me, "You will be writing with David Krane." We had never met before. And it turned out to be the most amazing, fabulous bit of fate, because the minute we even spoke on the phone, we kind of clicked. And before long, we were on a plane to Dubai to find out what Capacity World wanted us to do. All we knew was that about a one-line story about a sultan's son, and that was about it. And we had meetings in Dubai and meetings here in Qatar, where we also looked at the unfinished dome and saw how amazingly big it was going to be, and that we would be doing a show in there. And we tried to gather as much information about what show they wanted. And it was difficult, and the language barriers. And finally, after about 5 days, we went home and immediately launched into writing the show, which took us a whole 5 weeks to write. We were given 6, and we did it in 5, just to prove how good we are.
We saw the Aspire campus, and we were told about the idea of the plot, which was what they wanted a sultan's son to be taken on a series of 3 journeys by a celestial star. He would then learn courage, compassion, and wisdom.
Within this tent is magic, inside this top a tale, a wondrous tale that soon we will unveil. As the fable unfolds, you will find it will resonate later within your mind. For behind every story there's a story that is waiting to be told. Beneath every yarn there is a thread that if you're clever you can spin into gold.
This was very exciting to us, the idea of writing an American-style musical, but doing it for the very, very first time an American-style musical would ever be seen in this part of the world.
Behind the tale you'll find a tale that's fresh and new.
The writing of it was an incredibly joyful experience. And we did it from a paragraph, and a little idea that they had for what the show should be about, but also a list of things that had to be in the show. We knew the sea had to be part of the show, the Gulf had to be part of the show, the desert. There were all sorts of elements that had to be in the show, and it was my job to weave it all into a story and to make it a musical. And to then, for David to make it even more musical. And so that's how it all began.
They entrusted me with a tape of folk music of Qatar, and they asked me if I could find ways of incorporating some of the themes of these songs, and I did. In the score of Aspire are folk tunes that may be very well known by the audience in Doha, and I kind of transformed them.
Actually, my favorite is still the second number, I Want That Star, because it establishes the whole story. I think I am so proud of the writing of that. It's like a little one-act play by itself. We established the Sultan, we established Mansour, the narrator, the whole company, the incredible acrobats and fire and all of that. And I watched that like I'm a little boy. The characters all just came when they needed to come, except for one that was kind of a miracle character, and that was the star. What if there was a beautiful woman who was flown down, and she was, and I went, that's it, a real star. And suddenly we had a character who was like a fairy godmother, who represented everything that he wanted, but who could take him on the journey. And she has some of the best musical numbers in the show.
But you know, it's not that easy being me either. The life of a heavenly body isn't all playtime, although some of them do have it better than others. Take the moon, for example.
There's a song called Shine that's kind of like a Supremes number.
Yeah, I just gotta shine every night. I gotta wink and twinkle, then I shine. I could never decline. I'm a star, and so I know I'm gonna always shine. Shine, shine.
We've been very, very honored, and we really feel that the importance of this experience inspired us to find the voice to do this.
Sail your little ship across the sea. I will guide you safely through the night. If you keep a sailor's eye on me, you can take flight.
And then we went to Bratislava and we recorded the music by a 70-piece orchestra. The music is as big or bigger than what would be a huge Hollywood movie.
1, 2, here we go.
You are all fantastic. These sessions for me have been truly the most meaningful of my entire life.
Aspire. Every time. Because it sounds like expire.
To E tam nemôže znieť, lebo potom to vyzerá ako úplne iné slovo. Aspire, aspire.
S.
As.
S.
Aspire.
It's like ass.
You gotta be brave, you gotta be strong, you gotta aspire. You gotta be strong.
Originally, they talked about having 5 or 6 of these journeys in different time eras, the Stone Age, all sorts of things. And I knew that I needed to reduce it to 3 essential ones. I thought of the important things that a person and a sportsman needs, the brain and the heart and the strength to make a full person. And of course, that all falls under the classic story of The Wizard of Oz.
What's that delicious aroma? Mahomara, nice and spicy like your mother used to make.
Who's just a little bit hungry? Who wants a sweet little snack? I bet someone could go for a nice souvlaki.
Arcady and O's, including the jockey. His appetite's unbeatable.
So feeling good, for goodness sake.
He probably could eat them all and still have room for chocolate cake.
Say who's just a little bit thirsty? Who wants a barrel of milk?
Has no clue what else we have in store. Say who's just a little bit hungry.
The Olympic stars Zinedine Zidane and Carl Lewis appear, and they sing a song called Come On Strong, and that's a kind of a pop, kind of hip-hoppy kind of song about playing football.
Knowing what you want is just the half of it. Taking it with power is the rest. Once you start to prove that you're immovable, you can be the best. On your mark, get set, and if you run a mile, or if you sing a song, you gotta come on big and loud, and then you'll come on strong.
A song like It's All in Your Point of View is basically so that he could be on a flying carpet. But it's more. It's about her teaching him about the difference of, look, you've never been in the sky. You've never seen what that looks like. That wonderful big place you lived in is a pea. It's nothing. And there is so much more to the universe than you. My favorite part. Visually, the funeral scene is the most dazzling. Music and pageant and sets all coming together.
Now you'll dwell forever in the valley of the kings. There among your fathers you'll reside, till once again you'll rise and open up your eyes and see the falcons spread.
We are trying to link into something universal, which I think is the right thing for all these different cultures which are simply coming together. We were very aware of being respectful of the culture and having a good idea of creating something that is very sincere, not really creating it as a child's show, although children seem to love it because it's about a little boy, but rather really something that we try to find some kind of truth. And I really hope that this can find a wide audience and people will respond to it and perhaps have a certain respect and a little bit of understanding that the Sultan's son is no different from their own son. Music, as we say, is one of the universal truths, and I'm very happy perhaps to do my little bit to help peace in the area and understanding through music, and because we all respond to music the same way. It always gets us from an emotional level.
It's been a joy, and I hope to write another fantastic show with David very soon.
You gotta be brave, you gotta be strong, you gotta aspire. You gotta reach out, you gotta reach up, you gotta reach higher. Aspire, yes, aspire to the top. When the dream becomes desire, and don't let it stop. You gotta beware, you gotta take care, you always aspire. I never betray. A goal, a dream, a wish, let's always aspire, aspire, aspire. So be a star and you'll go far. Aspire every day. Yes, aspire.
Finally, era veramente un miracolo. Oh. Congratulations, it's a thrill. This was very exciting tonight. It was very exciting. It was amazing that everything came together in this wonderful way, and we really are blessed. For this to happen this way, we really actually are blessed. And I'm so grateful. Thank you.
It was it was like a miracle watching it. You know, at the beginning I had tears in my eyes.
Yes.
I did,
yes,
you
yes.
know.
Everyone did
to
an
hear it.
incredible job.
Incredible.
Absolutely, they're wonderful.
They killed themselves. We are very, very proud.
Very proud.
It was wonderful to hear our work. And amazing.
And all these people and all the
Yes.
effects. You were fantastic. You were just fantastic.
Slipped on his phone.
Oh, we didn't see
Is that why you missed the...
Getting up? Congratulations.
Fantastic.
You were fantastic. Just
Well, there
wonderful.
was a Frenchman sitting next to me, and he said, "12, April."
He was 12 last
12,
Monday.
and he went, "No, they're fantastic."
Yes, he was a Frenchman.
He
said
loved
they're
it.
fantastic.
Oh, he just thought you were both unbelievable.
Absolutely, it's such
You're
a
really
wonderful
marvelous.
actors. Can I tell you both that it was the best part of the show?
Yeah.
Thank
It was the very best part of the show. I'm not just saying that to be
You are both
nice.
the best actors
You-
I've
that's
encountered in a
right.
long time.
That's right.
Really good actors.
That's right.
Very moving.
You
And the singing's
sang
good
every-
too.